What's up? What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? We're gonna get straight into this. Gene Deal reminisce on High Speed Chase. Oh shucks. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get into it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's see what Gene talking about, man. Hey. Start the show there, Gene.
Ladies and gentlemen,
they've been waiting all week.
Boys and girls,
just start the show.
Come on. Yeah. I see y'all coming in. Pretty baby. I see him now. Paperwork for producer, like a dude with the seat and loose for your son. Mostly for loose, man, on my Instagram, everything that is paperwork and things go right. Subscribe and hit the like button. It's nothing on YouTube, we ain't going to share nothing. CashApp, PayPal, we the best we like. And then we about to be on the Gene Deal Show. 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 Paperwork of producer, paperwork of producer. We sliding like producer. Paperwork of producer, paperwork of producer. That's on that paperwork of producer. My boy saying paperwork of paperwork. We sliding like producer. Paperwork of producer, paperwork of producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Let go.
Hey. How y'all out there, man? Listen here. Maybe I shouldn't be smoking a cigar and drinking a Corona because I got some great news from the doctor. Let me say that first. Since so many people are worried about my health and they talking the shit about my health and worrying about me. A1C went from a 7.0 to a 6.1. My blood pressure was 113 to the 7.4. 113 over 74, 74 over 113. I was like, what? And the doctor said, damn, you got a baby's blood pressure. I was like, what you been doing? I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And every once in a while, I'm going to smoke a real good cigar and maybe sip on some beer and some Pellegrino. Hey, I'm glad y'all came here today. This is going back reminiscing. A lot of people who follow me, they know 26 years ago, I was robbed by some individuals out from Irvington and Newark area of New Jersey, but it actually happened in the Bronx. It came from the Bronx. It happened in Manhattan, but they followed me from Jimmy's Bronx Café after the Mike Tyson release party. Mike Tyson was doing a venture with somebody who was about to, Mike, I'm doing the show right now, brother. You always call me when I'm getting ready to do a show, brother. All right? Yeah, so Mike Tyson was doing a record label. He was getting a record label started, and he was doing a party at Jimmy's Bronx Café. You know, so I'm gonna tell y'all all the things what happened. I got the actual police report right here. This is the actual police report from that night. The jury and everything that I had and all like that. But I'm gonna go through this and talk about a lot of things before I get into this. What I want to talk to you guys about is about not only this case that happened that night, it's just about life and how when you're blessed, God see you through everything.
Amen.
When you are
Amen.
blessed
Amen.
and you are favored by God, God see you through everything. Valerie Bagger said, yeah, Jimmy was crazy back then. Yeah, this happened August the 13th, 1999. August the 13th, 1999. Man, that shit tastes good. So now, this has always been a difficult time for me because it's two things. I had just read a book called The Gift of Fear. It's whereas that people have used the fear of things in life to motivate them, the fear of things in life to make them aware of a lot of shit that was going on. And I had read this book, and a lot of things that it had in there, it was about deja vus and premonitions, how God will give you the energy and the knowledge before things actually happen through deja vus and premonitions. Have anybody ever had that things happen to them? Ever had a deja vu and then they've been sitting somewhere and saying, damn, I remember sitting here before. Has that happened to anybody out there?
There was times when I knew I was having deja vu, and it's almost like 2 seconds before something is happening, I knew it was going to happen, but I couldn't get 5 or 6 seconds beforehand and be like, this happened. It's almost like right before it's going to happen, I'm like, that lady gonna walk. There's a lady with a red jacket. As soon as by the time I get jacket out, here come the lady with the red jacket on. Something like that. It's just scary, man. And it's funny because this happens to a lot of people, man. That's why they made a movie out of it with Denzel Washington, Deja Vu, and all that stuff. Deja Vu is real, but we can't. For some reason, it happens like I dreamed this before. This has happened before, but I can't break the whole thing down and break. It's just a quick spurt of it. It's scary, man.
Can I get a couple of amens out there? If that ever happened to you, or you know of anybody that they said that happened to? Somebody say yes all the time. They blessed. Their spirit is blessed. Yep. Their spirit is blessed. Their spirit is allowing them and letting them know about shit way before it happened. So my last daughter was in her mom's womb, and this was about June of 1999. My daughter was born in December. So now we had went somewhere and we was pulling up in my parking space. This was at Franklin Plaza in the city between 106th and 108th. in Manhattan. Queen Alaya X7B said dreams too. A lot of people have these premonitions. That's your spirit telling you things way before it even happened. So now, this is going to get a little exciting. I just stopped while I was in the car. I was backing up into the parking space because you have to back in. And I said to her, somebody going to try to kill me right here. And she said, why did you say that? And I said, I just had a premonition that somebody was going to try to kill me right here.
Crazy.
Oh, my sweat rag is in my... Yo, Della, I think it was Della. Della and Ella was some great supporters. Her sister passed, they were twins. She sent me a sweat rag. And I got it upstairs. Leave me alone. But I have used it. Yes, I did. It was an out here. Michael Brown, thank you. So,
Rest in peace to J. Marie, man. We used to go live when we did our reactions when the channel was growing. J. Marie, we used to call her the Smurfette. We had Smurfs on our live channel. Everybody was blue, so we had a lot of people with wrenches. We was a little channel. We just having fun. And she was the only female, so we used to call her Smurfette. She went in the hospital, man, and then she died, man. Can you imagine that? She was a very, very strong supporter of the channel, man. She was answering comments and doing different things and telling people. We had a Facebook group. She was pushing people to the Facebook group and everything, man. We miss her. So rest in peace to her also, because it's funny when you meet people on these YouTube channels, man, and all my subscribers and all my people, man. Y'all touch me. All of y'all touch me. Debbie with the one cat, she got two cats, but I keep saying one of them I don't like. All the people, man. I miss y'all. I miss all the people, man.
I said, somebody gonna try to kill me right here. And she said, why did you say that? And I said, because I just had a premonition that somebody was gonna try to kill me right here. So June, July passed. Now, when I read this book, when you have those premonitions and things like that, you should adhere to the things that you see in those premonitions.
Here we go.
So,
here we go. Y'all better check this out.
In my mind, I was never supposed to ever park right there again. But I didn't listen to the premonition.
Okay.
It said somebody was going to try to kill me in that spot. And I didn't listen to the premonition. So now, I'm up to Jimmy's Café, up to no good. I'm going to tell you right now, I was up to no good. And fellas, you know what I mean when you're up to no good. An old friend of mine was in there. My girl home was it August, September, October, November, December. My girl home 5 months pregnant. I'm in the party, dancing, riding on something that I shouldn't have been riding on.
And I shouldn't been riding on. Riding.
And I know the women saying, yeah, Gene, that's right. You shouldn't have been riding on that girl home pregnant and everything like that. And you out in the club party and stuff like that. You shouldn't have been riding. You should. Okay. Y'all got me. You're right. But I was riding on that ass. Sometimes a man just gonna be a man. So now,
okay.
I said, let me get home because it's Friday the 13th the next day. This was on a Thursday. So it's going to be Friday the 13th. So I never hang out on Friday the 13th. Call it superstitious or whatever like that. I just don't do it because I had been in the numerous of occasions where something had always happened bad on Friday the 13th. So I know I'm leaving this motherfucking club about 11:45 so I could take my ass home. Now, in the police report, it said I had on a 5.5 carat diamond ring, a 3.5 carat diamond ring, diamond earrings, a 15 carat gold bracelet with diamonds,
Damn.
a 30-inch gold chain with the dog house on it, 99, a Motorola cell phone, and it had my Glock, which I didn't have my Glock on me. It was under the seat. I didn't have my Glock on me because Jimmy was on some bullshit that he wouldn't let officers or nobody in there with guns. So I actually left it in the car under the seat, which was a blessing. So what Honey Bunny say that y'all talking about straight facts? Let me put the banners up there. What are y'all saying that Honey Bunny it says straight facts? Somebody said straight facts, Honey Bunny. Y'all better not be talking about me in the damn chat with my own moderators. Oh, she'll give anything to go back in those days. Nah, you can still make your fun. We had some fun in the 90s. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. I got to post you, Queen, when you said that. Let me post that up there for Queen. Let me just say something. They got a lot of stuff, and I told y'all all this. You know, let me just tell y'all this before I go back into the story. You see a lot of AI things that people talk about. Big Gene have been beat up. I'm getting calls out the crazy. Honey Butter will tell you, I'm getting calls from out the woodwork talking about, yo, Gene, they got you. They got you, Gene. Only problem I have, they got people who are worried. Listen here, y'all. God ain't finished with me yet. And all these niggas getting on the internet telling me to stop saying this, leave Puff alone. This nigga, I was anointed to do what I'm doing. And can't none of you niggas stop me because I got the world doing God's work now. I got all podcasters ain't afraid no more, not only just to talk about Puff, to talk about anybody that's doing wrong out here, about anybody who are out here trying to lead our people astray. People ain't afraid no more to make videos about certain individuals, about certain people. So can't none of y'all stop what I was anointed to do. So all that shit you trying to tell me what to do, nigga, you can't tell me not a motherfucking thing in here. I waited a long time to be grown. I done raised children to be adults. So ain't no goddamn way you gonna tell me what to do. On Jesus, on Allah, on Buddha, whatever you want to believe in, Christ Almighty is my God. So ain't none of y'all gonna tell me when to stop doing this, bro, leave this alone. Yo, I got some idiots in the talking about, yo, my man, why you just don't meet up with them and handle like men and shit like that? That shit been over a long time ago. Tried that. Tried that. It works a whole lot better when this nigga can't sell nothing but Astroglide and baby oil. I think that's a great win. When niggas gonna look real suspect being hugged up with them. I think that's a great win. Getting back to my story now. So now, up there having a ball, had 2 shots of tequila, 1800. They wasn't doing Patron like that back then. They may have had Patron, but the people in our hood, we were doing 1800. We was doing 1800. Had 2 shots of 1800. And the clock struck 11:45. I said, let me get the hell up out of here. So that's what I did. I got the hell up out of there. Hey, sis, what's going on? Huh? Oh my God. All right, so meet up with him. All right, call me back when y'all get together. Later. All right, there's a lot of stuff going on today, y'all. So, you know, I've already warned y'all of the podcasters, all the shows and everything's going to come out the Gene deal. God already gave me that information a long time ago. That's why I stand 10 times strong, 10 times the normal man and doing what I'm doing. All right. Yo, listen to me. Thank y'all for supporting the books.
I keep forgetting.
If you already
I keep forgetting to show my books. I got my books.
Sent it into Big Gene 52 or Big Gene 10. I will be getting your books out tomorrow. Signed copies. You know that 2 for $60 is going up until the 18th. Well, I changed my date because I'm not going to be done with the 3rd book. So it's going to go all the way to September the 19th. That's the day my mother died. That's my real mother, Addie Deal. Always do things on special days in my life. So the book sale is going to go all the way up until September the 17th. After all 3 books come out, is going right back to regular price. Just letting y'all know. So now, let me get back to this. So Mike Tyson party was off the hook, off the chain. But it's about to be Friday the 13th, so I'm getting the hell out of there. I'm getting the hell out of there. They wrote this report. See that? It was Friday the 13th. That was 10 a.m. in the morning. I got people say, Gene, glad you're okay. Yo, don't be believing that AI shit and that internet shit. So now, you see the jewels that they said that I had on, right? Now, as I'm walking out the door, Eric Von Zip and their crew was coming in.
Okay.
Eric Von Zip grabbed my arm and he said, Gene, come back in with us. I said, nah, Zip, I gotta go home. I gotta be at work tomorrow. I wasn't being truthful because I don't work on Friday the 13th. I don't do shit. I stay my ass in the house. I always have, always will. May run to the store, come right back home. I don't hang out. I don't do no clubbing. Don't do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the crib. So I said, nah, I'm out of here. My car's parked right in the front because I had at the time those New York State police placards where I could park on any and everything. The only time they may give you a ticket is on a hydrant. But other than that, you can park anywhere in the fucking city, no standing, truck zone, any and everything. No parking. You can stand and you could be anywhere. So now I go and I'm on my way home. Now, being on my way home, I'm on a cell phone. It's after 7 o'clock. And anybody know after 7 o'clock, your shit is free. Back in the day, people used to have phones and a beeper. You beat me first. If it's important, I might stop and get on a payphone and call you. For if anybody in here under 25 years old, a payphone used to be a phone that be either on a wall or it'd be a booth or it'd be a stand on certain corners in the city, in the street. Look at Honey Butter, she said, call me after 7. Look at somebody, Tina Marie said, I don't waste my minutes. Yo, I used to have from $800 to $1,700 phone bills. That's why I had to work like I was Jamaican. I had to work 3 jobs. The phone bill, the fucking cell phone was pimping me. And then you had that Nextel with the walkie-talkie.
Hmm.
313 Evans, thank you for your membership for 15 months. Look at Angel. Angel now where? Yeah, with the chirp. Everybody in our crew had the Nextel with the walkie-talkies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So now, I'm on the phone. crying, woe is me. Not being a bad dude, but taking advantage of my status, taking advantage of certain women that wanted to be with me, not being a good dude. I was good to the people I was with, but I wasn't a good dude. In all honesty. Majestic Grace said, nights and weekends, those are the days. You could talk freely on them. Yep. Get that plan. Free nights, free weekends. You thought you was into something there. So now, I'm driving. I get to the same parking space that my premonition, I'm driving. So when I'm driving home, I never go home the same way. That was in my mind. So I got off on the Deegan on 138, took the back street from the Deegan. If you get off on the Deegan on 138, if you continue straight, you can go to the 3rd Avenue Bridge. I went to the 3rd Avenue Bridge and made a left, came down 2nd Avenue. Was it? Yeah, 2nd Avenue. Went over to 106th Street, made a right, came into my parking lot, was right there on 106th and between 1st and 2nd Avenue. Back up into, made a little right, then backed up into my parking space. And I see these guys in their car standing right there at the gate. But I'm still on the phone. Still on the phone. So now, my other line click, and it's my girl upstairs, the wifey. She upstairs, and she said, "You downstairs?" And I'm like, "Yo, how this motherfucker know I'm downstairs?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "I knew you was downstairs." I said, "How you know I'm downstairs?" She said, "Naughty is going crazy. I had a pit named Naughty, and she was no joke. I could have Naughty with me in that car. I could leave out the car, and I would whistle. She would jump out the car and be looking for me. She see me, she run as fast as she can, then she'll stop and she'll jump right up in my arms. And if you near me, she'll go to whoever was there. She was, oh my God, vicious. I love the shit out of Naughty. You understand? This is her. This is her brother, Natch. I like game dogs. Dogs is about their business. I got a picture of Nadia in my phone. I don't want to go through all that. But she was no joke. Stratford, Pitt, Diesel. So now, she said, you want me to let Nadia out? Because she was going to bring Nadia downstairs, and all I had to do was whistle. Nadia knew where my parking space was at. That's how I had her trained. If I would have whistled, she would have came. I said, nah, I'll be up in a minute. Next thing I know, a BMW come right in front of me. Right? Two guys had got out of the car. One came in the back of my car, because there's a walkway that way. One coming around a BMW, and this guy got 2 guns. The other guy got 2 guns. And they on both sides of me. And there's one guy still in the BMW, and there's one guy outside the BMW with a gun. It was 4 guys. Keith and Kellen out there in Texas. Love, go back at you. So now, I'm on the phone with Honey. And she heard me say, oh, baby, God damn. Just like that. Dude opened the side of the door, hanging over in the thing. Get out the car, get out the car. I get out the car. Dude sat on the right there on this side of me. He got both of the guns and stuff like that. Talking about, give me that shit, the whole 9 yards. I said, God damn. So now my training goes into effect. The training that I've had goes into effect. I said, damn. Y'all coming at me like I'm Gotti. This is a robbery, right? Motherfuckers say, shut the fuck up, and hit me in the head right here. Boom. Come to me. Get to the back of the car. Get to the back of the car. Now, as I'm looking in the back of the car, I see this lady in the window. Old Spanish lady. Thank God. I wanted to find who she was, man. I never found out who she was. Old Spanish lady. She on the phone 911. She on the phone 911. So they bring me to the back of the vehicle. I'm casing everything. So now the dude took off my jewelry. I got everything back except my Tag Heuer watch. I bet the cops kept that motherfucker because it was nice, top of the line. So, yo, you think it's a joke? You think this shit is funny? I said, no, baby, but this is a robbery, right? It's a robbery, right? That's all I said. This is a robbery, right? I'm trying to make these motherfuckers feel comfortable on everything I love. Yo, do you think it's a joke, motherfucker? And the little nigga hit me on this side of my head with the other gun. I say, nah, but this is a robbery, right? This is a robbery. Right? Dude was like, get on your fucking knees. I said, nigga, I'm too big to be getting on my knees. If y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do, if it's a robbery, it's a robbery. If it's not, I'm not getting on my knees. I'm talking just like this to dudes now. We gonna get into that other bullshit, this clown, because I got the police report. You understand? I didn't know I was getting robbed by niggas who was molesting kids in Texas. Do the jacket. Check out that when you check, you run their name. Niggas was wanted for molesting kids in Texas. So They got my jewelry. They got my money out of my pocket. Only had $380 left. I was tricking. So only had like $380 left in my pocket. They had found $6,500 off the guys and them because they had done a string of robberies all the way from North Carolina to Virginia to Jersey and Manhattan. We found out that the promoter niggas and had nothing to do with Mike Tyson them, but the party promoter niggas was having niggas come from Jersey to rob niggas that was in New York. That's how grimy niggas who be doing these parties is sometimes. So the nigga told me when he brought me to the back of the car, "Run, motherfucker." I told him, say, "I'm gonna walk fast, man." Just like that. And I start walking, I'm looking. Them niggas are celebrating. As they celebrating, I see them take off in my car and get ready to make a motherfucking right turn, going to 2nd Avenue. They didn't know where the fuck they were going. Because they could have did that left turn, went straight up 1st Avenue and got on the FDR Drive and been out of here. But they didn't know where the fuck they was going because they must have got turned around following me. So now they going through Harlem, not knowing where they're going. And my team for the Division of Parole were doing a special ops by the PSA right there on 150 something or 40 something on 8th Avenue. They have PSA was like the housing police. We were doing a special ops with the housing police. So now they get in the shootout. The police had scooped me up and we following behind them motherfuckers.
Behind them mother.
It's high-speed chase in Harlem. If you look at the New York Times, or I think it came out August the 14th, the article says high-speed chase in Harlem. So now we following going through. They get in a shootout on 155th, I think, not 155th. What was that PSA on 8th Avenue at? Anybody remember where the PSA was at over there? It may have been 140, about 148th, I think. I'm sure it's about 148. PSAL, yeah. So they get in the shootout with the parole officers right there. Now they go and somehow they get on the McCoon's Bridge. I guess they thought they was home. But what happened was an ambulance and the police cruising them blocked the bridge. So you couldn't go through the McCoon's Bridge. On this police report, when they did it, arrested with Yusuf Thomas, wanted. You had Al Fartire Jones arrested. Yusuf Thomas was wanted in Texas for child molestation. I told you when I came back here I was going to joke. I wasn't going to be joking. Hold up. Let me put my hands up so I know it. Put my hand in. Okay, so now I know where I'm at. You see that? Wanted. 3 was arrested that night. Yusuf Thomas, wanted. He was wanted in Texas for child molestation. Fucking with babies, kids. This is on the police report. Alfatari Jones and Tyrell Barron. Tyrell Barron was for Newark. All of them gave Newark address, but later they found out they was from Elizabeth too. Now, when they got to the bridge, 2 of them jumped off the McCoon's bridge like they was, I guess they had been watching too many motherfucking movies. They jumped off the bridge, but they had the helicopters out there and they had the boats out there, the whole 9 yards, and they caught their motherfucking ass. I want y'all to remember this, write this down. Yusuf Thomas was wanted in Texas. The other 2 guys wasn't wanted nowhere. Now, he was 23 at the time. One guy was, Jones was 25. The other guy was 26. Told y'all playtime is going to be over. I reminisce about this shit every year, but I never released the information that I'm releasing now until, I want y'all to know this, until your man MC Gag had Yusuf Thomas on his show, a sex offender to children. To children. Wanted in Texas. Playtime is over. He said, True Soul. True Soul, I don't know, brother. It said, hey, Gene, I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but why did those guys make you a target? It could have been someone else. Dog, they had did a slew of robberies. Have you just came in, True Soul? They did a slew of robberies. They had been robbing motherfuckers all the way since Virginia, North Carolina. They was wanted for a lot of shit. When they did a trace on the shit that they had, them niggas had a black Ruger 9mm. They had a M11 19mm. They had a 45 stone inner arms deface, a 40 cal handgun, a Smith and Wesson handgun. They had over 65 rounds. They had gun money, assorted jewelry. They still had a lot of the properties and shit in the car that they had. They were just robbing motherfuckers, and the police said that they was being investigated for the robbery and the murder of a dude that Wednesday prior to doing the stuff to me in Newark, New Jersey, at a club called Eugene. This motherfucker gives shine about my robbery, about shit that happened to me, to a sex offender of children that was wanted in Texas. Oh, I used to floss everywhere I went. I still do it. It's just the nature. He got 17 years flat. The other two guys admitted it, didn't go to trial, didn't do nothing. The judge gave them 12 flat. This dude, Yusuf, went to trial and said that they kidnapped him and told them they got to help him with the robbery.
What? Wow,
The sex
that's
offender.
crazy. That's crazy.
It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, huh? On this police report, Yusuf Thomas, I showed y'all, was wanted in Texas complaint number 6218. Now, They jump off the bridge and everything like that. Police catch them. And one dude stayed in the car. One guy who drove my car got away because he parked my car on 106 and Park Avenue, got out and made his way home. He left the gun under the seat of the car because he didn't even know the gun was there. But when they got my car, the police got my car, they found the gun under the seat where I had put it in. Yes, it was a club. Everybody knew about the club name Eugene's back there. If you went to Newark and everything, you can ask anybody who used to party in Newark in the late 90s. They knew about the club named Eugene. The ironic thing is that before I cut my name short and made it, my name is Eugene Deal. It's crazy. So now, this dude want to take it to trial. He goes to trial, and I couldn't. If you read my book, you'll see what I'm saying. I couldn't get over the fact that I let these niggas get to me like that, and I was on the phone. That's why I don't use the phone when I'm driving. Now they got it where your phone is hooked up to the car and everything like that. It wasn't like that back then. So I don't go into stores a lot of times when I got I don't do the phone shit because I want to be aware all the time. And now with all the death threats that I get now and everything like that, I'm not gonna get caught on nobody's phone or nobody jack or none of that shit. Big Lewis is watching. I keep my head on a swivel.
Keep my head on a swivel.
It's just that's how it is, and I don't have a problem with it. But this goes to show this nigga gives shine to a sex offender. And I'm sure of the guy who got murdered in front of Club Eugene's, and these guys were sought after for that. He may have been a part of that whole crew that did it. He brought y'all into this, y'all. Alpha Tyre Jones, you want their names? So get them on the show too. Tyrell Barron, this nigga made this shit come to life for y'all. Cause he wanna be famous. So I'm gonna make him famous. Tell him everything. Nigga, I ain't got no problem with it.
I ain't got no problem with it.
This nigga gets shine to a sex offender, wanted for sex of a child. Why that part wasn't in the show? That's why these motherfuckers who get out here and want to be podcasters that want to bring people to their show, nigga, do your motherfucking homework.
Okay.
Do your homework. Nigga, I got robbed. Shit happens. I got everything back but a watch. Nigga.
Yeah, I got robbed.
Most important thing,
I got
I got to
everything
see my
back.
baby born in December the 31st. I made it. I wasn't a victim to their violence. God got me through that. So y'all go back. All you niggas supporting, laughing and joking. Buck, this is the same dude that got up on the witness stand against Johnny Frost and sent him to jail for 26 years. Go watch that show with JoJo Capone. Somebody told me Reggie just got the paperwork and had Frost up there. I told y'all when I get back to New York, to my crib here, I had the paperwork and I was going to show y'all. The actual police report. This shit is 26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of investigative journalists that these niggas claim that they are bring a child molester to their show to try to go at another nigga? I could have had Johnny Frost on my show at any time. But nigga, I do my dirt alone. I do my dirt by myself. And I don't fuck with child molesters. So on that nigga jacket. To God be the glory, Gemini World TV. I told these niggas I was anointed. It may not be the way you think it was or what it is. I told these niggas way before I came here. Listen here, y'all. Check this out. MREC and Wisdom TV got me on this shit since November of 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 7 years. Nigga, if God don't want me here no more, if God don't want me on this shit no more, then I won't be on this shit. But I met a lot of nice and good people on here. They want to listen to my stories. These niggas got me in this whole puff shit. Nigga, I've told y'all stories that y'all wouldn't even know. When y'all thought DMX was somewhere getting high and just had drugged out of his mind and died, nigga, I was the one that told y'all. He was at the studio. Instead of taking that nigga to the hospital, they took that nigga home. Y'all listen to these whack motherfuckers telling y'all shit about Gene. Gene was in the trenches. Gene was there. Oh, because Gene was a cop. He was a PO. You motherfucking right. I had a career. A 27-year career. Nigga, I was just looking at something the other day. Hold on. Nigga, I had jobs. Where the shit is at? Where the thing is? God damn. When you're looking for something, you sure can't find it. When I was a substitute teacher, nigga had jobs, man. Nigga had careers. I'm gonna post that shit on something or somewhere. But what I'm trying to say to y'all is that these niggas ain't got shit on me. Not a motherfucking thing. Oh. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Substitute teacher for New York State Department of Education. Description, sub. I told y'all stories that nobody else told y'all. It's a lot of stories I haven't told, but I've told to certain people just in case. Just in case. I told MC Gag a story, but he ain't gonna tell y'all. He ain't gonna mention that story. Because you know why? Do you know why? Tell everything else, try to make like everything else is. You know why he ain't gonna tell you that story? About black? Ask him. It ain't the fact that he don't believe it. Because it'll make you hotter than a motherfucking firecracker. And there's certain things that shouldn't be said. Niggas want to make this is the whole thing about this whole YouTube shit. Is that You got good people like yourselves that come here and want to hear real content from real people who did real shit and was really there. Unique Mecca Audio, when he talk about shit that he did, he was really doing that shit. He the only nigga I know in Harlem that had a different car for different motherfucking different outfits for different cars. Owning clubs, doing all that shit that he was doing. A lot of niggas was getting money and doing their thing. But they wasn't flashy like that. Like everybody used to think that all those different cars and whips that Alpo had was his. No, they wasn't his. I'm just gonna call the guy what we know him as Baldy. They was his cars, his vehicles that the feds used to chase Alpo in. Pharaoh, the blood forever. Thank you, sir. If you caught them pedophiles in jail and you did whatever, you did all us a favor, man. Go and talk about that. Have a discussion about being wanted in Texas. For molesting a minor. Talk about being a part of the crew that killed that kid out there in front of Eugene's. Listen, I wish I could come online here and not be and just talk about a lot of shit that is positive in our community. But we got a lot of shit that's not positive. And we got weirdos and we got sick people listening to sick people.
Facts.
And we got to get better for the entertainment that we choose to listen to. We got to get better. I know I'm going to get better. Not no man could ever stop me from doing what I know. You see God grace and how God good is? Because none of y'all ever say anything about when this nigga had millions and millions of followers and him and D-Rock got on the Instagram or whatever and made a whole show about Big Gene. Gene, leave him alone. Gene this, Gene that. Gene is, man, fuck you and anybody look like you and got your last name. Don't tell Gene what to do. I lost a mother. I lost a father. I lost a brother, two brothers, and a sister. First cousins. If I lose a follower, if I lose a subscriber, I don't give a flying fuck. Because it's not me who loses out. It's the motherfuckers that don't want to hear the truth. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all again. Peace.
Peace out, Gene. Peace out, Gene. Most definitely, man. Amazing story, man. Especially the deja vu and all that type of stuff, man. It's weird, man. It's weird that I think it's something. I think it's something other than us. It's something in my spirit that I can tell when somebody is lying or full of shit. Especially when they full of shit. They try too hard to try to make like they on my level. And you don't have to try to be on my level, because Uncle Mike ain't on no level, man. I'm chilling, baby. I'm chilling like a villain, but I'm always willing. Look here, man. Let me get on up out of here. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man, in the comments. I'm on vacation. I'm chilling. 30 days in the Philippines. Come back, and it's gonna be on. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.